Hey guys, what's up? It's Justin, aka Diego. I got a heroic achievement guide for you. Thought I'd post this video because this one it's a little tricky. It's not tricky as far as mechanics. It's just kind of hard. So I thought I'd explain the strat of what we use to do with it. It's called Headed South. It's in Lost City. It's the last boss in there. And basically what you have to do is this boss will spawn two different ads. One's a melee ad. That's a normal melee ad that is supposed to be tanked. We did not have any DPS on the melee ad. I was strictly in charge of getting his health to the desired health pool. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then there's a caster ad, which has, yes, it looks like a normal aggro table, but his casts are cast at random raid members, or party members, if you will, in the 5-man. So I just basically help out where I can to silence the casts and do the damage that I can, since we only have one DPS split off and kill the caster ad while other two DPS are on the boss full time. So basically you want your DPS on the boss full time because he's got, I believe, while that shield's up, it's about 90% damage reduction. So I mean, it's really hard to get into his health pool. But our goal is to get him to about 70% or 75%. I can't really remember in the video, but we get him to about 70-75%, and that's when we start burning ads. Now what happens is that shield comes down when the third melee ad dies, and there will only be 3 melee ads. So ideally, if you have a limited mana pool for your healer, you could tank that third ad for as long as you needed, and you could basically kill a boss, I guess, if you wanted to that way. Maybe, I don't know, maybe higher gear. But so I'm in charge of tanking the melee ads, so what I do is I mark them, and you'll see I got marks over their head to demote which ones came out in which order. It doesn't really matter, you just have to know which one came out last and kill that one last, because once you kill that one last, his shield's out, and then it's really hard to tank, you know, 2 ads and the boss. So you want to kill the ads that popped up first, so either the first ad or the second ad, and then obviously then the next ad, and the ad that popped up last you kill last. Pretty simple concept. And then you just go all out on the boss. The way to get the achievement is the melee ads, actually when they die they will emit a debuff, quote buff. It shows up as a debuff, but I believe it buffs your damage, something like that. Anyway, so it's a pretty small range, so make sure that you're next to it when it dies, and it'll give you a damage buff, and that will be enough to, you know, blow your cooldowns and kill the boss, hopefully. The hard thing about this fight is you'll see there's just a lot of damage that's not really avoidable. Yeah, there is obvious avoidable damage, like the green clouds that float around and the white clouds that float around. But the caster ad, you know, he'll get off a couple casts, and obviously the melee ads do some pretty good damage once 3 of them are on the tank, so you gotta utilize cooldowns properly. But yeah, so I'm in charge of getting them down, and what we decided was about a good health pool for them all was about 50%. So I got them to about 50%, and just basically just generated the holy power I need to heal myself, to help out the healer as much as I could. But other than that, I mean, once you get the boss to 70% health, you kill an ad, not the ad that popped up last. And then you do a little bit of boss DPS, because the buff lasts for, I believe, about 20 seconds. Here's a little interesting thing. If you just rewind the video a little bit, I jump up on that little pillar, and all the ads just kind of like ran around and stopped meleeing me, like they kind of evaded for a little bit, which is kind of interesting. I wanted to get back up there and see if I could, like, kind of, I was worried about bugging the fight out, but I wonder if that's like a legitimate strat to reduce a lot of tank damage, just jump up on those pillars. Anyway, so we're killing our first ad here. And you'll see when he's at 1 health, he'll emit that debuff. So boom, we all got the debuff, and we do a little bit of boss DPS to get him just a little bit lower, because you'll see it's a 20-second buff. And when you kill another ad and get a new buff applied to you, it'll refresh that duration, obviously. So you'll see it's getting a little bit low, so we call out DPS on not the last ad, but the second ad. And here comes the debuff. Alright, we all got the debuff refresh, we're all at 2. Do a little bit of boss DPS, kill that last ad. And this is where I kind of made a mistake. Don't do what I did. Basically, I didn't have any threat on the boss. So you want to put a fresh taunt up on the boss, like right about now when that last ad's going down. I get knocked back, and I'm like, I'm okay. I should have taunted, but I fucking didn't. So I'm like, I'll pull a threat with my wings, and then I get knocked out of range and can't taunt. So you'll see the hunters actually got threat. And took me a while to realize, oh shit, maybe I should fucking taunt because I'm an idiot. And then yeah, so basically burn hero, burn your cooldowns, and you should be able to get him down. We cut it really close. Like if you watch the debuff, we had it within about the last second, maybe less. But yeah, so best luck to you guys. It's basically all on your healer's mana pool. So good luck. Hope it helped you guys out. It was pretty fun. I want to thank the guys on my guild, Damage Network, for helping me get this achievement, and I want to wish you guys happy achievement hunting. So peace out. See you later.